Hello and welcome back to Norland. And in the last episode we decided that the bow trade was going to be the life for us. And as you can see here we have the workshop and we have an upgrade available on it. Now this will give us an additional job slot, but the main reason that I care about it is because it will upgrade our total production by 10%, and that sounds fantastic for us. In fact, we will probably be making another workshop just to double up the progress of that. We also have the coal furnace. I'm thinking about upgrading this, but coal at the moment isn't it's not throttling us in any sort of way. Now, another thing I figured out with the herbalist is that we actually need a special kind of bush, and I do not know if it exists in this map. So we may just end up having to trade for it, but we'll leave it for now. On another note, I think we do need a third lumber mill, and this is pretty much because of the same reason that we needed it in the last one, which is especially when it comes to fields. What we're going to do is I think we've decided, or that I've decided, that the second rutabaga field really just isn't all that necessary, and we're going to just demolish it. We're going to cancel that, demolish, and we are going to make probably, do we even need another rye field? I think we might just do it for now. I don't think in the long term we actually do. Okay, that's place fine. But as we start upgrading stuff, we are going to be burning through this wood. And so that is why I think we want that second, or that third lumber mill, 'cause these two I don't think are actually going to sustain us. And as well, when we have to move things, and we're going to have to move things, that is also going to be an issue. So Mira is 63% done studying the mine, but because of the herb issue, I think we are, and I hate doing this in the middle of a research, but we're going to cancel it. And the reason for that is we really want to get this weapon forge. That is actually kind of priority number one, because right now we're going to be on the bow trade, like I said, but we want to move over to the mace trade. As you can see, the Holy Caravan will buy those for 21. The bows are 36. Now, this may sound like, well, hey, why don't you just sell bows? They're better, right? Well, sort of. The thing is, bows cost, as you can see here, 1 coal, 1 iron, plus 1 wood. Whereas we can sell the maces by just producing the 1 coal and 1 iron. So, I mean, it's close. One might say that the bows are still way better, because I mean, 1 wood, how much is 1 wood really worth? But to me, the issue is producing that much wood, right? If we're going to be doing this long-term through the rest of the series, we have already cut down 13% of our forests. Do we really want to keep cutting down forests for the rest of the game? I don't know. I think in the short term, bows are fine, but I do want to get to the maces. And more importantly than that, I believe swords down the line are going to be pretty fantastic. Let's actually just look. Is there any kind of... yeah, there's no... as I can see here, there doesn't seem to be any kind of upgrade needed to produce the swords. And as you can see, we just need steel for that, which is done with the smelting furnace, so... all of that is to say that the weapon forge is pretty important for us. Now, what else? Well, we have this trade going with Greenspire. We would like to get the iron, potentially, from Wonderlore. If we secure this, we'll be doing pretty fantastically on preparing ourselves to be the dominant sort of weapons manufacturer, right? And that's going to be necessary because, as you can see here, we are being attacked on Deerhaven. I think we already dealt with a attack on Whitebridge that destroyed it, and then it's rebuilt now. But this is going to keep happening if we don't get the kind of weaponry that we need to be able to sell and then equip these guys here. Because as you can see, we have one weapon. Now we could keep the bows that we're producing, but we need the money, right? So it's just all kind of compounding, I guess you could say. But I can see the end in sight. We just need to produce a little bit of goods, and then once we have the money, we can keep a couple of these bows around, maybe produce a couple of maces as soon as we get the weapon forge, and then bam, we can start taking out all of these bandits near us. And it's just going to take a little bit of time. So we do have a battle here with the village. And it's 4v4. They have an average of 5 combat skill, though. So it's pretty much done for these guys. I don't think they have any real chance to survive. So our village is going to be burnt, but there's no real reason not to just, you know, go right on in, right? Just give it a shot, guys. Oh? 2v2? Can they pull it off? No. They cannot. Oh, he surrendered. Huh. I still don't think they have a chance, though. He's got a 5 combat skill. Yeah. It was close, though. They did their best. Alright, so that does hurt us because it is our iron village, but these things do happen. So, ooh, they're buying axes now. That's interesting. So we want to increase our relation once again with Wonderlore. We want that iron. That is definitely going to be crucial for us. And other than that, we just kind of need to wait for things to get built. We have good mood now, so we are producing good beer. Is there... Where is our brewery? It's right here. Yeah, and it's got some good stock in there. The mill... We probably don't need this on priority anymore. Just let them deal with it as they need to. We could also increase the amount of flour now, I think. Yeah, that seems good. Everything else here seems pretty good. Okay. Now, how's that upgrade on the workshop coming along? We're gonna build that first. That's even more important right now than the lumber mill. The faster that we can produce these bows, it's just going to be so important for us. So we'll just go ahead and wait for a little bit of time. Oh, Petyr finally had his child. Okay, so I think we are going to name him Robin. And let's see. He has the special skill in persuasion, and he's starting out with combat and command. Is he getting that? Well, that's interesting. I mean, the only skills that we don't really want him to inherit are the ones that he inherits. Okay, well that's not great, but the important thing is that we have an heir now. That's fantastic, actually. Petyr has finished hunting here with Wonderlore. Can we immediately... is there anything that we can quickly do here? Can we... Nope, nope, nope. Okay, what if we spend time with the heir? That probably won't do anything useful, right? It won't, but this is the heir. How old is Fear? 56. Envoy's visit? I guess we could do that. Okay, we'll do that. Because we don't really want to wait any amount of time that we don't have to. Warriors are deserting. Why are they unhappy? Average mood 16. Jeez. That's terrible. So looking here at the finance screen, I think it's time that we increase slightly the peasant wages. They're pretty happy, but I don't understand how, because they make that small amount of money. They make 4, and then the price per unit on flour is 5, so they actually have to wait until their second paycheck to make that, or to get flour. I don't know how they're even eventually affording beer, which is 6 per unit. But either way, I think this is probably good, because they could probably skip eating one day, like they only eat every other day, maybe? All characters must consume at least 1 unit of food per day. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So I don't know, maybe we should even give them 6, but we're gonna just do that for warriors. Give them 6. That way they can definitely always get the beer. It'll take them 6 extra days, but that seems good. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna finally allow the sale of meat. Now, what's a good price for it? 9, we're just gonna do that. Yeah, that seems good. Now, is there anything else? No, that's all good. Hopefully that will stop all of our warriors from deserting. I would like to at least keep some of them. Especially because we really want to start taking out some of these bandits. Now, what is their... They're all 5. That's actually perfect. Combat skill of 5. Okay, so if we can just make even 1 sale of these bows, we can then buy maces from the trader. And I think that'll give us the edge that we need to take out this camp. This one is going to be more difficult. It's 12 bandits with an average of 4 combat skill, so that one's going to be a little more difficult, but it is doable. We're just going to need probably a couple of mercenaries as well. We can get this guy for 210. I think if we get these 3 right here, we'll have really no issues taking out those bandit camps. It's always so funny watching them do their little morning service. Robin's not learning, I forgot about that. We do have to set this manually. Educate them general training, I suppose, is fine. Mira's obviously the best here. So she'll hopefully do that every day. Luckily he's nice and happy. Hopefully that remains for a while. Now, is Wonderlore finally happy enough for trade? Yes, but we need the money now. Okay. Hopefully that won't take us too long. Okay, we can't do fertile, so we'll have to do economic. Alright. I guess we just pretty much gotta wait things out a little while longer. We actually really mainly just need to get the bows and we can do our trades, and that's gonna... I don't know where they keep going. It says there's a daily consumption of 3. Do they eat them? Do they eat the bows? That's the question. It's a very important question, I think. Are they eating the bows? That would explain why they're not so happy all the time. They're so stupid, they just eat bows. Well, these things happen, I suppose. Anyways. They should have... Yeah, they seem to be doing something with the bows anyways. I don't know what they're doing with them. They make them and then they just seem to disappear, which is really strange. Are they selling them? Are they trading them? I don't see a trader leaving the village. It's very strange to me. Nobody is equipping them either. Are these guys equipping them? No. Oh, this guy has one. Maybe that's what's going on? No, there's not. There's only one guy equipping a bow. Huh. Where did they all go? Production. No, you can't view it there. Can you view it here? Resources produced. City storage. Why does it not give a resources spent? It was so strange. I mean, I get that there's a consumption. I get that, but I don't understand why the bows would be getting consumed. Are they rotting? It just seems so strange. Daily consumption. There's no tooltip on this one either. Like, is there things that you can do to affect this? I'm not sure. I get iron being consumed, because there's got to be like some kind of sink there, but I don't know. Kind of bugs me. Alright, so now we have our mine. So we're going to finally set these mines up. We'll probably set up roads relatively soon. We finally have enough for this trade route, hopefully. Yep, he still likes us enough. Give me all your iron, please. A group of marauders is moving towards the city. Oh no. You poor guy. Nothing we can do about it, I'm sorry. And it seems more of our warriors have abandoned the city. They still are very unhappy. They were previously vagabonds, yeah. I mean, you were actually bandits, weren't you? Strange. Very strange. And we do need this lumber mill to have... No, wait. Petyr? Ah, Petyr's gone though. Alright, we'll put mirror on it for now. And upgrade it. And... Is this max upgraded? Yes. Do we want to upgrade the coal furnace yet? Probably not. What about the brewery? We could. And the pig farm? Yeah, we can do that as well. Okay. That probably takes care of the main stuff. Now, what do we want to put mirror onto? Half the amount of wood to fertilize fields might be nice. But I think the chancellery. I think it's time for the chancellery. Warriors unhappy. We need a chancellery. Need a barracks. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now I remember. I thought we built one, but it's actually a prison ward. Here's the barracks. Okay, so we did start one. They're just not building it. Please build it. I don't want any more of these warriors to leave. Okay, Petyr received an enlightenment on herbalist. Okay, that is terrible. Could have been anything else. Whatever. Forest bandits are planning an attack. Oh, Dragonhorn really wants us to deal with these bandit camps. I understand, but there isn't anything I can do just yet. I'm sorry. Oh, Fear's here. Okay, we're gonna actually make use of this. This is pretty much an easy way to just gain relation with Wonderlore. If we can keep that very, very strong, then we will be doing very well. They're an important trade partner for us. I like that a lot. If we can make sure we just constantly have very, very good relations with them, we can start selling them axes later. Okay, so here we are at the trader. Do we... Oh, there's a double price on the iron. So that iron gets turned into tools. I mean, considering we don't have to do any labor on it, this might actually not be terrible to take advantage of this a little bit. The 8. How much is it that we're... I think we're buying it for 7 apiece. So that might not actually be worth it. I mean, it's a profit, but not enough. I think we will just have to actually keep everything we've got. As you can see, this is from the new update, crossbows. It's not the update I would have asked for. Like, I do think some games that deal a lot with archers forget to put crossbows in the game for a while. But I think that this is kind of early. I think other things could have been prioritized, but kudos to the developer for not waiting years to put it in, at least. I think that's pretty cool. I think we will play around with them at some point. For now, though, there doesn't seem to be anything we can do with the trader, which is very unfortunate. But this is probably where we are going to call it for this episode. Mainly, we just have a waiting game ahead of us. Consequence of War. Yeah, that sounds about right for them. They are not having a good time right now. Ooh. Pila. You seem worth it to hire, but we don't have the rings for it. But yeah, we pretty much just need to get these bows. I don't know why they just keep disappearing. Maybe it has something to do with the tools. I don't know, maybe I'll play around with it a little bit off screen. But I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.